Hi guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about the Dougherty dozen. Specifically, one of Alicia's main drawing points is her excessive shopping. For the kids, it was their birthday. I believe they were turning 15. And of course, Alicia goes all out and buys all the stuff. If I can do, I'll play it and just cut out some little bits that I don't really want to show.
She got from Amazon, she got a makeup vanity, a large beanbag, a bunch of tapestries to put up in her bedroom, fuzzy Crocs, lashes, a gaming keyboard and mouse, a soft blanket and carpet for her bedroom, nose ring blanket, and an Ice Spice tapestry. Got her this Love the 90s tumbler because she's a 90s girl at heart. Some extensions, but first I took her for a botanical hair treatment. She got some fun things from Socks to Be You, and then I took her to Ulta for a shopping spree to fill up her new makeup vanity. Showcase, she got some Hello Kitty stuff and slippers, and then went to Build-A-Bear to make her first ever bear, or Stitch. A new phone case, and at Bath & Body Works I picked out some happy birthday scented stuff. City and got her these fun socks, as well as an NYC purple hair. The plug, I got her some Jordan Retro 4s in black canvas. At JCPenney's, she picked out this black dress to wear on her birthday. Nails done, before having 5 friends spend the night, and then having a birthday party at Dave & Buster's with 20 of her friends. And lastly, I hid a cash stash surprise box in her birthday cake with $260.
It's a whole list of things that obviously Alicia goes out and buys her kids. Now, this is nothing new. Alicia usually goes overboard with a lot of these things. I mean, for instance, the girl was given $260 on top of everything else in one of those rollout thingies. Anyway, if I was that age, I would literally think it's I would be amazed. I'm not gonna lie, if I was that kid, I would be over the moon. I would be so unbelievably ecstatic if that was me. I'd never want to leave. This particular child is one of the Kinship placement kids, and there's been a lot of hubbub recently on all the stuff that happened with the bio mum. If you don't know, there was this whole incident with the bio mum becoming quite vocal and other channels sort of rallying around trying to give her a voice and things, and it all got extremely messy. And the bio mum, for whatever reason, I think there's a lot of substance abuse and things from what I know. They were meant to be going back to court in May to determine whether or not Alicia would keep the 2 Kinship placement kids. And we all know about this because the bio mum was talking about it on her Facebook, and it became this whole entire horrible, nasty thing, if everyone remembers, and we try and block it out of our memory. This is one of the kids, and she was given a lot of things, and I think some people might kind of turn that and they might be for me, I think there's 2 sides of it. One of which is that a lot of people are saying that Alicia is trying to buy the love of these 2 kids, and it is no word of a lie that these 2 kids in particular, when it is birthdays especially, they get a horrendous amount of things, especially compared to some of their other kids, and you do see that, and I won't sit here and lie. Now, whether or not she is just doing that to try and buy their love in making them stay, or she feels bad and she wants to give them as much as possible because she's feeling that kind of she's always feeling that stress and that burden of wanting to give them everything because they've been through so much crap. Do you see are we making any sense? As Alicia put it, it was their very first year of stability, of being in their household, and a lot of people don't think it's been very stable because of course they're broadcasted all over social media, and I think none of us really know deep down what is actually going on inside that house. They may really like staying there, and that's just not for us to know and not for us to really speculate. What I have noticed, and what pretty much everyone else has noticed that's been following them, is that these 2 kids in particular get absolutely showered in presents, and the amount of stuff, it was the amount of things that they got. I mean, this girl got everything. If I was her, I'd never want to leave. I'd never want to leave ever. I'd be oh God. The amount of stuff she got. More noticeably as well, there was actually a comment that she replied to that I saw over on the Reddit thread where someone was asking, have you adopted them yet? And Alicia replied with not yet, which to me that is implying that she wants to adopt. And once again, whether or not it is because she genuinely wants to adopt them, to take them in, to get them away from the crap that they've been in so they don't go into foster care, or she wants them there for the Dougherty dozen show. And there's a lot of extremely divided. I would love to give her the benefit of the doubt. and say that I think it's because Alicia, as much as like she has done some extremely crappy things, I do think that what those two kids have been through, just judging on what we have learned from the bio mum, especially because it's literally been their own mum telling us, what they've been through has been like so abhorrent that if you were any sane person, you would want them there to ensure that they wouldn't go back into foster care and they wouldn't go back to where they just came from, where it was like completely mental. Do you see what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to I'm just being completely honest. I think that is more so the case. Now, that doesn't mean to say that some of the stuff on that list I disagree with, more noticeably. And I think I saw that Radiant Brit did a video about this. I didn't watch it because I just wanted to give like my own fresh faced opinions after looking at it. So Alicia basically, like, she does her she shows what all of the kids got on Amazon. She does these like Amazon gift tools, and she's there swiping along, and I noticed it. There was a waist trainer. It was actually a waist trainer that was also made for like postpartum, which a lot of them, that to me doesn't mean or say anything. A lot of these waist trainers are targeted to people who like want to lose weight and want to get back into fitness straight after having a baby, which, by the way, is like, if you've just had a baby and your tummy has not gone back down again, putting a waist trainer on is possibly one of the worst things you can possibly ever do. I studied sport and exercise science at university, and we did this whole entire there was this whole part of like one of our modules was all about learning about the different aids that people use to lose weight and talking about the negative impacts on it. And of course waist trainers came up. I would absolutely love it if I could like show you, if I literally got one of my like big ass booklets out with like all of the different research journals on it. I don't have any access to it anymore because you used to be able just to get it apart at the university, and I've lost all of my my journals. But basically, like, there's loads, there's so much evidence, there's so much research out there that's going to tell you that waist trainers, like, they might have some form of positive effects, such as keeping your posture. Like, they can encourage you to kind of, you know, be brought up. You're not slouched over because you've literally got this thing that's fastened. Posture can help with posture. It might seem like you've lost some weight after you take it off. It might look like your tummy's been cinched in, when really it's mostly just sweat. It's a lot of water you've just lost through sweating. And by actually wearing it and putting it in proper tightly, you're actually rearranging your organs. And people, they say don't wear it for any more than, like, if you're going to wear it for weight loss, don't wear it for any more than, like, is it 8 hours a day or something? Anyway, some people live, to me, an hour is too long. If you're having it on that tight, it restricts your breathing, it can cause swelling, it can cause bruising. Back in the day, it used to take, you know, when corsets were a big thing, and the tighter the corset, the more that your stomach was shrunk in. You're trying to alter your body's natural physique, and the only way of you being able to do that, like, everyone has a natural set, sorry, this is me going off, everyone has like a natural set you know, body type, and you can't really change that unless you want to go down the surgery route. And even then, it's not really, you're not going to look like, you're not going to be able to achieve what you want to achieve weight loss. You can't lose weight, you can't target reduced weight in one specific area. You lose weight everywhere. By tie-sitting it, all you're doing is gradually shifting your organs, hence the reason why it's not good straight after postpartum. You're shifting around. And if you're working out with it as well, you don't realise just how dehydrated you'll actually become, because you're trying to work out whilst you can't breathe properly because everything's getting pushed up and pushed down. You're literally shifting everything. There's people that have said they've like broken ribs because they've had organs or whatever. Honestly, it's a whole pavlova, and I did lots of looking onto this. The thing that like did upset me the most was the fact that this child, this 15-year-old, is then asking for it, and Alicia didn't see an issue with it. Now, a lot of people don't, and she may not realize, hey, like, this is actually not the best thing. And I'm not saying that waist trainers don't have a single positive out. Like, they might, like I said, the posture, and you know, in some studies they say that actually you've been able to like tighten your core muscles a little bit more, you know, little things like that. But then there's also been a lot of people that have said, oh well, actually it's you know, it's damaged this, it's damaged that. You're rearranging stuff. It can like affect your heart and things like it. They're not good, and especially for working out. And the one thing that we were always taught is never ever ever work out in a waist trainer. Do not ever work out in a waist trainer. If you're going to do working out in a waist trainer, walk on the treadmill. Don't be doing all this random crap, because like I just said, you're tightening everything, you can't breathe properly, and then you're then expecting like your ab muscles to then, you know, do all the bloody heavy lifting whilst they're all being like sucked and tightened. Like it, tell I get a little bit flustered about this kind of stuff. Alicia may not realise, some people think these things are quite good for you. No 15-year-old's got no business using one of them, like quite well and truly. Personally, I mean, I'd never buy any person of any age, even as like a birthday present, even if someone asked me to, I'd never buy them one, because I just don't condone them. But I'm just a bit confused as to why Alicia didn't like step in and just be a bit like, you know, you don't need this. But then maybe she just doesn't, maybe she doesn't realise, maybe she's just not aware, maybe she likes using them, but I don't know. I just feel like you shouldn't be buying children like products like that, because at the end of the day they are children, and they're basically marketed. Because I went and I found this exact product on Amazon. It says about this item is in burning fat. If you're looking for a unique waist trimmer to help you achieve an hourglass body, we have you sorted. But haven't actually achieved that shape. You've literally rearranged your organs, which I feel like I don't even need to explain to you how bad that actually is. Latex waist trimmer is tummy friendly and fits perfectly, and flatters any shape, even on the curvy girls. It is easy to adjust to any size you like and feel comfortable. You can also loosen the extender if you sit too long for comfort. When doing the workout, you can tighten the corset and stomach wrap for the best result to achieve an hourglass body figure. And that's the thing is that this product is marketing it, which is what I'm saying, is that I don't understand why Alicia didn't just like look at this product and go, this isn't to, you know, aid in, supposedly it's to, I mean, you know, aiding a bit, this is, they said it, you know, to achieve an hourglass figure. You can't achieve an hourglass, like it doesn't work like that. And I feel like anyone who knows anything about it will be able to tell you that you need to be able to eat right and exercise, have a balanced diet and exercise. You don't need to be like constricting your organs and like causing harm to yourself to achieve an hourglass figure, because it's just not. Yeah, you might take it off and you might look a bit smaller there, but it's because you just sweated loads and you've just cinched everything. I'm gonna stop now. But the thing is that I don't understand why Alicia, like I'm looking at it. I'm literally looking at it, and the only reason why I can imagine a teenager would want it is they saw the hourglass figure. Also looking at a lot of the other things that she had on her wish list, like she had like an Ice Spice poster or whatever. And I'm not saying there's anything the matter with listening to Ice Spice or anything. I don't personally, I know of her, but I don't really listen to it. It's not really my kind of thing. But it's that kind of look. And then you then pair it with like, oh yeah, I want this for like, does everyone see where I'm trying to come from here? And I feel like a lot of, you know, you're going to get influenced to look a certain way, like Ice Spice does, like Cardi B does, like all these other people. Like you're going to want to be influenced to look that way. And she's obviously seen this and gone, this will give me an hourglass figure. And I just feel like Alicia, as the parent, should have done a bit more. Is this good for you? Because I don't think any child should be using a waist trainer, or adult. But that's like a story for a different day, and I'm sure I'm gonna have people going, well, I've done this and that. But this is just speaking from, like, I suppose a professional opinion. I don't think waist trainers are good, and they just have like no business being used by children. But that's just what I think, and I'm hoping that this was literally just like an oversight from Alicia, and she doesn't actually, I don't think she's looked at it. Because I think that any parent that would look at the descriptions of quite a lot of these things would go, no, my child doesn't need that. I really hope that made sense and I wasn't just completely warbling and rambling. Yeah, I hope that did, because I worry about this kind of stuff, of the impact that it has on young kids. I've got 2 little girls myself, and I know that there's like a lot of misinformation out there, and this is just one of those things, like, I will die on this hill kind of thing. I just don't think, yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day wherever you are in this world. Take care of each other, take care of yourselves, and I'll catch up with you guys in the next video.